Hi, this is Helen, back again for Tabby, talking about the negative cards. So you might be wondering, why am I doing this? Am I only wanting to give positive readings with tarot and just deny and dismiss all the negative associations with the cards? Not at all. I actually like to give very straightforward readings. I think that the tarot tells us what we need to hear, not necessarily what we want to hear. And if there is a negative message, that forewarned is forearmed. However, I don't think that there are cards that are only positive and only negative. And in my travels, I have seen the Three of Swords, the Five of Swords, the Seven of Swords, and the Ten of Swords, apparently indicating betrayal. I don't think that we need 4 cards that mean betrayal. Yes, these cards can come up in a reading to signify betrayal, but it doesn't mean that that is their meaning, that is their sole definition. There's more to it than that. And today, let's talk about the Ten of Swords. Now, astrologically, this card is not connected to the Death card, because again, this card is connected with Sun in Gemini, and the Death card is connected to Scorpio. But I feel it's sort of the Death card of the Minor Arcana, and this is what I use to help with my understanding and my interpretations. In the Rider-Waite-Smith system, we have a painful looking scene where a figure is being stabbed with 10 swords and they're most definitely dead. There's usually an indication of an incoming dawn, which is a very important detail. In the Thoth system, this card is titled Ruin, which I think is a little bit unhelpful, and it's astrologically we have the Sun in Gemini. Traditional meanings, of course, indicate some kind of painful ending. Now, of course, your mileage may vary, but in my experience, the Ten of Swords, the pain that this is talking about, it has an inverse relationship to our awareness. What I mean by this is, if you think that everything is fantastic, life is hunky-dory, there are no problems anywhere, then it's possible that you are about to be blindsided. This can be a result of poor communication, which is one of the themes of this suit being a mental Aries suit. In which case, it could be a message about increasing your awareness of your current circumstances. However, if you have been going through a difficult time, you might find this card is actually a welcome sight. This is because being a 10 card, it indicates a definitive ending to that difficult cycle. Also, if this card is surrounded by other cards that indicate personal power and autonomy, it could indicate that you or the querent is the one who will decide how and when something should end. So we can see it doesn't always indicate being taken by surprise or betrayal. The author Phyllis Seckler wrote, "When a 10 is reached in the cards, it is the fading of the influence of that particular element. And as destruction takes place, a new life can be formed." For someone who fears endings and change, there are many parts of life that can feel like a burden. But if we turn to the spiritual side of Gemini, this can help us to alleviate any potential suffering. So what is the spiritual side of Gemini? Gemini reveals the basic duality of manifestation, of spirit and matter, creation and destruction, as some examples. Gemini doesn't seek to resolve duality, but embodies a union that contains it. Gemini then acts as a messenger for harmony, and where there is disharmony, there must be a necessary ending. But remember that every ending contains the portal to a new beginning.